I
Yeah,
had a conversation with a buddy of mine a couple days ago,
yeah.
and we were talking about like, is there really that big of a difference between a Citation 5 and a Lear 35 if it's just you and another person traveling? And I always like because Lear 35s are, I think there's maybe two that I know for a fact that Payne Stewart, remember the golfer, and
Yeah, of course.
they got asphyxiated, and
What are we talking about, planes?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Lear 35. They were in a Lear 35, and it got decompressed. So it was like flying like aimlessly around, and they were
Wow.
dead. So they set up uh,
Wow.
some fighters, and they looked to get a visual, and the pilots were slumped over. They couldn't get any radio, and they ended up saying that they ran out of fuel over the Badlands of like North or South Carolina.
Oh,
But to me, it's like they waited till they got away from a population and probably took it out. But
wow.
that's like the only that and one other time I've heard about a Lear crashing. Like Lears, because Lears are basically fighter jets. We used to have this guy that used to pick us up, and Randy Macho Man was always like he was like any turbulence at all was, and especially on those small jets, man. Like turbulence is a motherfucker, and but you got to realize you're going like 600 miles an hour, so it doesn't really. And so this, I'm at the airport, and the guy's doing his paperwork, and he said, "Hey, what's up, Nash?" I said, "Hey." He goes, he says, "Who's coming?" I know Mach. I said, "I think Hogan and Bischoff are on another flight." And Scott was still coming. So Scott came. So it was me, Randy, and Scott on the plane. But I buzzed the pilot and told him once we got up to barrel roll the jet.
Which is what? Help me.
Barrel roll, like fucking barrel roll it, like you would a fighter,
Turn the fucking plane?
upside down. Yeah,
Rotate it?
yeah.
You can do that to a Lear?
Fuck yeah, it's like a fighter jet. So I make sure that fucking Randy's
Oh.
like zipped in as hard as he can be. And the guy fucking like the doors open. He looks back at me, and I got my hand. I do my hand. I give him the fucking thumbs up,
Give him the Iggy?
and he fucking barrel rolls this motherfucker. And it's like 30 seconds before Randy even like can come to his senses. What the fuck was? Why would you? I said, dude, I'm sorry, man. It was a fucking rib. And if you can imagine the heat I had for the rest of that
Oh.
flight, once we landed,
Rest of the year.
I mean the heat I had on that fucking deal with Randy. God, I wish I knew that pilot's name if he was out there because fucking it was priceless. And to sit there, I had to hold my dick. So I was laughing so hard I didn't piss myself. I thought it was the funniest thing on earth, but
Did Scott know it was coming?
oh yeah, fuck yeah. We the only one not in on it was the fucking guy that hated to fly.
Oh
So
my god. I can't believe I haven't heard that yet. That's unbelievable and
yeah,
horrible.
I think he might have done it one time with. I, I'll have to ask Eric, but I think he might have done it with like one time. Eric and I were because Eric's a pilot, so Eric didn't give a fuck.
Right, and he probably knew the jet was capable of it and was safe and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit versus poor Randy fucking
yeah.
seeing dead relatives. Stars on Sports. WWE uploaded a 98 Nitro match of you and Scott versus the Steiners. The intros were electric and had that big fight feel to it. The match was awesome. Who usually produced your matches back then?
We would.
WCW 98.
At that point, fucking Scott and I had worked against Scotty and Robbie so many times. Fuck, it was like It just
They would just get so Eric or whoever would
give
give
us
you a finish.
yeah, give us
And
a
that was it.
finish. That's it.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Thank you, Stars.